A succession of drop catches and a quite brilliant maiden first-class double 100 from Martin Guptill helped Derbyshire move well ahead of Gloucestershire on the second day of their LV County Championship match in Bristol, in spite of a 5-wicket haul from Matt Taylor. The first miss of the day was to the very first ball, Ben Slater able to continue his innings after Geraint Jones fluffed his lines at first slip. Billy Godalming was also given an early life, Chris Dent the guilty party this time, as both batsmen were given a start by the fielding team. And they looked to make their hosts pay. Derbyshire had begun the day on 24 without loss in reply to Gloucestershire's 275, a total not as big as it might have been. These two left-handers were in the end able to get their side off to a good start to their reply with an opening stand of 88. Godalming had got in the faces of the home attack, who must have been smiling when the batsman was given out, although there appeared to be some distance between bat and ball. He had to go for 44, but Slater was able to go on to record his 50 with this couple off Taylor. He'd needed 114 balls to get this far and had struck 8 boundaries. Slater had had his moments of fortune, but it was a knock which had given his side just the start they would have wanted, as they looked to earn a substantial first innings lead. Guptill is just finding his feet again in red ball cricket. He hadn't had a game at all in this format for 14 months before playing for his county last week in a loss to Lancashire. Red ball or white ball, if it's there to hit, the Kiwi knows how to hit it. He was just getting going when he lost Slater for 55, an edge off Liam Norwell, this time being clung on to by Dent. Guptill got to a 50 off 53 balls, and then on 57 a huge moment as Jones missed a simple slip chance, if there is such a thing. It was to prove to be very costly indeed. Guptill was starting to see the ball as if it was the size of a planet. This pull shot went the distance and beyond, as his runs started to come at a very good rate. To their credit, the Gloucestershire attack kept plugging away. Wayne Madsen dragged a ball from Taylor back onto his stumps to go for 2. While Wes Durston had added just a single when he was held by Jones, who celebrated in a manner which showed that he had made mistakes before. It was now, though, that Guptill took over. Having made 7 off his first 22 balls, he was by now racing towards an exceptional 100. It duly arrived with one of his best shots, one which brought the tall New Zealander his 19th 4 to go with a 6. That's 82 of his 101 runs at this stage, coming without having to run. His 100 was made off 101 deliveries and was a knock of real class from a man who has understandably grown in confidence since his remarkable exploits in the World Cup. While he continued to blaze away at one end after being dropped again on 101, Shiv Thakur was making his first real contribution as a Derbyshire player, and how. He also produced a number of superb strokes to take his side into the lead with only 4 of their men back in the hutch. This was fast becoming a day of dominance for the visitors. And it got even better for them as Guptill changed gears again. An uppercut for 6 showed the kind of mood he was in by now, as he went past his previous best county score of 143, made against this same opposition 4 years ago. We just don't have time to show you the 5 4s Thakur struck off one Kieran Nomi Barnett over, but this is the moment another maximum took Guptill to his 150, his third 50 occupying 46 balls. He now had 23 4s and 3 6s to his name, but was still in no mood to stop. 90 runs had come off the last 10 overs. And it looked as if the punishment would never end as Guptill smashed another 6 before Thakur, who'd raced to 83 off 109 balls, nicked the second new ball delivered by Taylor behind. The stand for the 5th wicket had realised 190 runs in 30 overs, but the next one lasted just 1 ball before Alex Hughes gave Taylor his 4th wicket. In spite of those losses, Guptill went nuts. A 4 off the first ball of a Norwell over was followed by a dot and then 2 successive 6s as the Kiwi raced from 179 to 195, now matching the best ever score of the 28-year-old's first-class career, made for Auckland against Canterbury 3 years hence. Then Guptill hit a 3rd successive massive maximum to not only beat that but to also go to a double 100 for the first time outside of a World Cup quarter-final. It was simply awesome. His 200 coming off 165 balls with 27 fours and 9 sixes included. That's 162 runs in boundaries alone. His last 50 had used up only 18 deliveries. It will be an innings tough to better all summer long. One over cost 27, the next went for 25 before Guptill, now on 227 from just 176 balls. His last 77 made off 29, thumped a tailor full toss one-handed to Peter Hanscom. Everyone else now wanted to follow suit. Tony Palladino whipped Craig Miles over the rope. Before he fell for 20, Asner attempted another big hit, eventually landed in the hands of Norwell. Remarkably, Derbyshire had 500 on the board, with Harvey Hussain taking the amount of maximums to 15 in the day, while also adding 5 fours to end the day unbeaten on 48. And what a day it was. 6 catches dropped, including Guptill twice, an incredible innings for the big Kiwi, and 487 runs scored overall in the day. Now that's entertainment. Derbyshire will go again against what is surely now a deflated attack on 511 for 8, which gives them a lead of 236 in spite of Taylor's 5 for 89.